Hello everybody, welcome to the RP update overview video for the past set of parts. As per usual, I will just go through what the current situation looks like in our merry lands. Segestica. The regional garrison just has dealt with the rebel threat for the loss of just 7 men, and he's now on his way back up. As soon as he reaches back to Segestica, tax rate can be put back up to very high, and we can carry on as we were. Just give you a quick overview of the building work that is available. Okay, and public order growth is a little bit obviously unreliable because of the fact that our garrison isn't there. But regional garrison's ready. Boats are nearby, waiting to pounce and make a quick exit anywhere which we need to go, if that is the case. So that's Segestica. We move to Salonia. It's just recently been upgraded. Currently building a temple. Tax rate is currently set to normal, but if public order is perfectly fine. Population growth rate is fine, so that might need addressing. And again, here is the situation with the buildings. Okay. Army, obviously with the regional garrisons at Tarentum and Segestica being complete, has been reduced to 2 sets of peasants. Okay, that's as planned. As we move down to Tarentum, got Mr. Vibius here. This man shapes the business of states to his will and gets any task done despite any challenge. Very high tax rate, population growth is fine, public order is fine. We're just retraining the last few bits of our garrison, but the regional garrison is present and is ready. And the building work, there's plenty left to be built here. Plenty left indeed. So that is Tarentum. Croton, the home of Aulus, who is now 52, but his stats are slowly increasing still. Downright miserly. Once in this man's strongbox, money rarely sees the light of day again. That is very true of me, in fact. Very true indeed. But yes, it's got its regional garrison. It's got a garrison of 3 sets of town watch. Here is the building work. Currently building a market, but everything seems fine and dandy there. We move across to Apollonia. The garrison has been taken down to 2 sets of peasants. Again, regional garrison is ready. Ships are ready. Could always sail across if under attack. We build a blacksmith. Tax rates are very high. And here is the building work that can be done. Cassius Brutus. I think that's him. Thurman currently still has its garrison of army troops, Astarte, and 1 set of Equites. That's still going to be the case until Sparta's garrison is totally finished. But building work wise, it's got a very high tax rate, and there's not much left to build there. Everything seems hunky-dory though, so that's fine. Athens, still got its army in there, again, waiting for that regional garrison to be just fully completed before we disband these troops and leave in peasants. The tax rate is currently set to low due to the public order issues. 1 more turn until the large temporary of Mercury is built. Maybe the tax rate can be reassessed when we have that temple in place, but for now low is fine. And here is the building work. Sparta. Normal tax rate in Sparta. Oops a daisy. Public order, population. Very high tax rate maybe? Possibly. Not to be greedy. Anyway, so that's the lands all around there. With regard to our characters, we have a spy that's still here, keeping an eye on the Macedonians. We have Caius Flaminius heading towards the Britons. And we have another one over here who is was obtaining money for our map information, getting trade rights, which was a priority. He managed to get map information from the Seleucids. He now has to right his wrongs and try and get map information with the Egyptians, and then he can move on to the Parthians and also the Armenians. So he's well underway and is doing his best. Our final character is the spy Luca, who is currently in the newly captured Rhodes as well. We have obviously plenty of buildings available that can recruit spies and diplomats. We have now the ability to recruit assassins should we need to do so. So the final piece of the puzzle today was the capture of Rhodes. Titus Brutus, his troops are retraining, replenishing in this glorious new city of ours. Here is what is available in pastures new. Whatever shall we build here? Tax rate currently set to normal. That shall do for now. Greek Temple of Aphrodite. In fact, no. Crumble that to the ground! And put our own shrine in there. And take the tax rate down for a bit. Just to appease the people. So there you have it. That is what's happened on this on this past set of parts. Join us next time. See you soon. No, sorry. I'm gonna get ahead of myself. Senate mission to take Kydonia. We have 4 more turns, 2 more years if we require to do it. Are we going to do it at all? Who knows? The Senate floor, as our population increasing? Small majority recognise your greatness, but most of the rest feel indifferent. And the plebs still don't like us. Policy? The Senate and people of Rome are pleased to note that your alliance and their policies fulfill the same goals with the Macedon. They like the Macedons, do they? Bristol diplomacy, we're allies with all our Roman friends, allies still with Macedon, Germans, Scythians, Thracians, enemies with just the Greeks. We have managed the situation quite well, actually, managing to only be at war on one front, which is a nice change, of course, from my medieval campaign. Financial wise, our projected profits each turn are forever increasing. We now have 6,000 to spend, and there's not really much to spend it on. Our armies are ready, our army is here. The garrisons are reduced where not necessary. Building work is underway in every settlement. There's nothing to spend this cash on, which means over the next few years I can see our treasury ticking up and ticking up and ticking up. I think our scrimping and saving is probably now a thing of the past. Faction ranking, I'd be quite interested to see this as a sort of overview. Top 5, we have the Egyptians, we have the... is that the Germans? The Germans are quite powerful. And we're down there in 5th place. In fact, out of all the Roman factions, we're last. Quite interesting. And we've seen the family tree, but once again we shall just take a quick peek. Our youngest generals: Cornelius, Cassius, Appius is the youngest, of course, up in Segestica. We have our consul Titus, 28, and he feels like he's been around for an eternity, crushing Greeks, but he's still only 28 years old. And then there's our adopted, our son-in-law, Decimus. Oh yes, he's Augustus. Wait a minute! My general had a son when he was 51 years old? And he's still going? Oh my goodness me! You learn something new every day, do you not? On that bombshell, I think we'll end it there. See you next time.